There, there's a pain. There's a pain in my heart. A great pain. Because a lot of what's going on today has really sparked a fuse. A lot of what's going on has opened some wounds. And a lot of us are outraged. A lot of us are heartbroken. But there are some people who, in my opinion, just see this as an opportunity to advance, to gain in some ways. I say that because I've been looking at some of these videos, and I try not to consume myself with it because I am a very emotional person, and it really does something to the core of me. And I do not want to be blinded or fall into a state of hate. So I choose to not consume myself, overly consume myself with it, because in me something changes, and I do not want to fall into that. So I stay mindful that my anger can easily turn, and so therefore I'm continuously in prayer and asking God to forgive me and remove certain things from my heart, and to give me comfort, and to give me a sense of understanding. But there are people who are using what's going on to loot and be very disruptive and destructive. And I find it hard to believe that I see the destruction. Let me just say that. I see the destruction, and I see that it comes from a lot of anger. And sometimes when you're angry, you just have to let that anger out. And in doing so, sometimes you break things. Well, what I don't understand is why we're destroying our properties, destroying our neighborhoods, and expecting for people to understand and listen. Those people are not being suffered by you destroying your properties and your neighborhoods. So your voice is not reaching them. The only thing that they see and hear is more ignorance, in my opinion. And they don't care that you're destroying your neighborhoods and your properties. But when you go to their neighborhood and start destroying their neighborhoods and their properties, they'll listen. I don't understand the way the mind is working with destroying your own and expecting them to care. It's baffling to me how you can think that they care or ever will, because in the end, we're still left suffering from a loss. They don't care that we're destroying the stores in our neighborhoods. And our voices are not going to be heard because we're destroying the stores and stuff in our neighborhood. That's what they want us to do, just stay in our neighborhoods so they can continuously tune us out. But to get action and a positive reaction from what you're expressing, go to where the problem is. People out looting. What benefit is that? You got some clothes and shoes and TVs and diapers and household products that you basically stole. You're stealing. And you want people to look at you with respect and dignity and to treat you with respect and dignity, but yet you lessen your own worth by going out and doing things that are clearly sins against yourselves. Thou shalt not steal. My spirit is moved in this thing today. And I'm upset and displeased at people acting and not thinking, of people using this opportunity for their own advance, as minor as it may be. Those acts only set us back more. I wish we could all put our heads together and come up with a solution to these problems that we face and have been facing. But one thing I can say, because I don't have the answer, but one thing that we have to start doing is looking at each other and stop hating each other, because we are adding to our problems. Yes, there are people of different races that hate us for being black, for being born. Let's just be real. But it's tragic when people of the same color look at you with hate. And sometimes, because I am very conscious and aware of things, I see people of color that do it to me. And it really, in some ways, saddens me. And it leaves me without an understanding as to why. What have I done to you? Just to see me on the street, I'm walking and I speak and smile, and you look at me and turn your nose up at me and don't even utter a word. Why? To just give me ill. This feeling of, ugh. Like, why are you even here? And that is women. One woman to another woman. As if we don't have our own battles outside of our race to fight. And now I have to deal with the side looks and the backbiting from you when I've done nothing to you. I don't understand any kind of discrimination or any kind of hate. I don't. When it comes to individuals, and you don't even know me or my story. I have never done or said anything to warrant the way you treat me. I don't get it. And for people to be so content with themselves and their actions that are clearly not righteous, I don't get that either. It is a natural thing to be upset and to feel displeasure. But we have to be careful and not allow that to boil over into hate. We really do. And it can so easily happen. I know. Because these last few days I've been praying a lot. And asking God a lot to take that out of my heart. Because I know that all white people are not racist. Because I know that all police officers are not brutal and prejudiced, and I know that. But I can't help how deeply saddened I am by what's been happening and continues to happen.